It's been nearly almost like 10 years plus since Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and we've been all wondering how Nintendo could top this game. And with the release of Mario Kart World, I am very glad to say that this game blows Mario Kart 8 Deluxe out of the water. It is nothing like its predecessor being an open world Mario Kart, with tons of new features and mechanics. To do this review properly, I'm going to go into categories talking about each of the things that I liked and disliked about each of them. Presentation, mechanics, Grand Prix, Knockout Tour, Online, Battle Mode, Free Roam, characters, and costumes. The presentation of this game, I have zero complaints about. The characters have never felt more and looked more alive. Down to how expressive they are. I mean, they react to everything. Happily, angry, scared, shocked, and the way the entire tracks and the world all look. And I thought Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had good graphics, but this, wow. That's not even mentioning the music. They remixed so much music. They brought in music practically from every Mario Kart, and they also brought in music from past games that aren't Mario Kart, like Galaxy, 3D World, Luigi's Mansion, and they really went all out. Though there's no way to just choose music to listen to in a jukebox, even in free roam, which really sucks. The mechanics for this game has some new features like 24 racers, charge jump, rail grinding, wall riding, and rewind. I love doing the charge jump. It helps with getting speed real quick, plus it helps that we can now do multiple tricks in the air, and also hold 20 coins now too. We dodge attacks with them, and then the rail grinding is such a great thing to do. And because of how open world the tracks are, you can easily find better shortcuts or different paths to get around. Though I do feel sometimes that the rail riding doesn't really help sometimes, because sometimes I could probably be in a lower position by the end of it, and while the wall riding is cool, it can be a hassle to do. Like sometimes I have trouble doing it and then I just end up crashing into the wall or falling. It takes a lot of practice. And while the rewind option is cool to dodge an attack or redo a move or whatever, I never really use it, like at all. Plus the other racers can get ahead of you unless they're like super far away, so what's the point? Okay, so Grand Prix. This is where things get 50-50 on opinions, because now we do this intermission type of thing that he introduced, where you go straight down a few pathways to reach the next track, instead of just doing automatically going to the next course and doing 3 laps. I actually don't mind the intermission stuff, as the paths can be so entertaining with the chaos, especially online. And also, the paths can be sometimes really great to look at. I can understand fans wanting the classic 3-lap thing, as the intermissions count as like the second lap, and we only have a short 1 lap around the course. What they should have done is have an option to do the classic 3-lap thing in Grand Prix mode, but there isn't. So it's sad for those who prefer the classic way. You can do the classic 3-lap thing in versus mode, but still, I love the tracks that we have here. It's hard for me to choose one that's my favorite, but man, I love racing on all of them. The variety of tracks though do leave fans wanting more, and I do think it's because of how we had so many tracks after the Booster Course Pass in 8 Deluxe. We'll probably get a lot more tracks down the line as DLC. By the way, the Rainbow Road this time around, oh my goodness. I actually cried and got emotional. I can see why Nintendo didn't show this at all before the game even came out. Next up, we have the new mode, Knockout Tour. And this is where the heart and craziness of the game comes in, because this mode is just insane. You basically have to make sure you don't get eliminated all the way into the top 4. And you have to do that while making sure you don't get rampaged on by the other opponents. And doing this mode online or with friends or whatever is like a survival mode. Cause it is! Having 24 racers in this really helps set the scene for the chaos. Honestly, I hope that we keep it at 24. I love this mode, and even with CPUs, it can get intense. Also, am I the only one who feels like the items are more powerful in this mode? The only drawback that I have for this new mode is that we don't have the ability to make our own knockout tour. Like, choosing specific tracks to make our own tour. It would be so much fun if we were able to do that. Online mode is back, and I have yet to experience any problems in the mode. I just wish that we could do 4-player online from home and not just 2. And now we have battle mode. I only played this like once or twice. Yeah, I think Nintendo really fumbled with this battle mode this time again, because this mode is like nothing. We have battle mode and coin runners, but these modes are nothing to write home about. Especially coming off the heels of a Deluxe. Like, you have a 24 racer thing, and you don't think to add some kind of new mode that does something with it. Only 2. You don't bring back the other modes from a Deluxe. I know we have Piranha Plant as a character, but still, I guarantee you that they're gonna do DLC with this in my mode one day. I can see it. Now we have the big new feature mode that they push so heavily, and that's free roam, where you basically go around the entire world map and travel, look around, take photos, enter in vehicles, experience all the connected tracks, and take in the scenery. I adore everything here. I could not stop smiling at seeing everything during the day and nighttime. Oh, did I forget to mention that the weather / day and night changes? So cool. And that's not the only thing they can do in free roam though. You can also do missions by hitting P switches, where you complete tasks and do some collecting. You can also find some hidden panels and collect medallions to get decals, which is also a reward for doing missions. And that's basically it. See, that's the only thing that's holding this mode back. Aside from unlocking mirror mode, there isn't really any incentive to do free roam to unlock something. There isn't any story attached or character missions. Like, I thought we would run into characters and get missions from them. No boss battles, nothing in here to unlock, say, specific cars or characters or the costumes, just decal stickers. And that's literally nothing. This is a single player mode, and while I'm glad it's giving something for us single players to do, it isn't really enough. I don't have to do free roam, aside from getting mirror mode, or maybe if I want to snap the costumes faster. Plus, there is one glaring issue that I have, and that's the fact that we don't know how many P-switches or panels or medallions they are. I mean, sure, someone out there probably has found out how many there are, but there isn't any clear indicator of how many there are. Like, regardless of how many panels that we can see in each location, it still isn't really a indicator of how many there are. Like, for example, if I hit 6 P-switches, how many are left to do? Like, 6 out of 50 or 10 out of 70? We don't know. You get what I mean? They should include that way we know how many we have left to do. Now, we move on to characters. And may I say, I am happy with the roster. For the most part. I love how animated the characters are in the menu. Again, making them feel more alive. And I adore their voice lines in this game. Thank goodness we are out of the era of the recycled voice clips from Mario Kart 8 and past games. Now, the selection of characters is where things get a little bit dicey. While I am very happy to see Nabbit, Hammer Bro, Charging Chuck, and Monty Mole, I think they went a little bit overboard with the NPC characters. That's what they're called. I am very satisfied with the Penguin, Spike, Pinata, and the Dolphin being characters. But then we get characters like a Contour, a Sidestepper, a Snowman, Coin Coffer, Fish Bones. It's very weird that they were chosen. Like, These characters, you wouldn't expect them in a Mario Kart game. I mean, sure, that's probably what they were going for, but still. Plus, I absolutely despise how we unlock these characters. While I am very happy to unlock characters via Grand Prix, which are very easy by the way, I want to work harder for it, like in Mario Kart Wii. Why are these characters only unlockable via that Kamek item? It's a very, and I mean very rare item to appear in a race. Plus, you are never guaranteed to change into the character that you need to unlock. I still haven't even unlocked them all because of that. Why couldn't they be unlockable via Knockout Tour or Free Roam? And I seriously do hope that they bring back other character staples, like Diddy Kong, Pity Piranha, and Funky Kong, and the Koopa Lanes who have advertisements in this game. They're not here? Huh? By the way, it's super funny how fans hated them being taking up slots in Mario Kart 8, but now they want them back. Next up, we have the costumes. It really makes the characters feel more different, and you have more of an incentive to pick a character. Like, I want to choose this guy because I like this outfit. Some costumes are back from Tour, while others are from Odyssey, or totally new. I adore how everyone is dressed up this time. It's so difficult to narrow down my favorites, but to be brief, Mario's touring and sightseeing outfit, Luigi and Daisy's Oasis outfits, Disney, Daisy's touring outfit, Burger Toad, Biker Wario and Biker Waluigi, Biker Bowser. It's just so good. But therein lies a big issue here. The way you obtain outfits and outfit variety. You get outfits by grabbing this dash food bag, and you change outfits sometimes depending on the area you're in. It's fine, but once you unlock all the outfits, what's the point of grabbing them aside from getting a boost? They should have been unlocked in a shop or even in free roam. And why on earth are they their own individual slot? It makes the selection menu so cluttered. Even if you sort them by the character, it takes a while for someone to choose their certain character that they want. If I want to choose one of the enemy characters or Rosalina, I had to go scrolling all the way back. Like, really, it's crazy. The alt should be their own sub-menu. And the variety of costumes is so weird. Like, I understand characters like Mario and Luigi getting a lot of outfits. I'm fine with some of them having like maybe 5, or some of them even have like 7. But why do Donkey Kong and Pauline only have 1 alternate costume when others have at least more than 2 or 3 or even 5? How do King Boo, Lakitu, Koopa Troopa, and then the baby characters have more than them? Not only do they have alts in Tour, but Pauline was seen to be wearing what seemed to be a touring outfit in concept art, meaning this was planned. You cannot expect me to believe that they didn't have any other outfits for them planned. Again, they're the only ones with 1 alternate outfit. Fans do speculate though, because of how it is very weird that Pauline and DK are the only ones that have 1 outfit. It might be tied with Donkey Kong Bonanza, and they might add more outfits close to or after that game's release. That's an interesting theory, so fingers crossed that if it's true or not. And then, why don't any of the NPC characters get any outfits either? Like, I understand maybe not some of them getting, but you could have at least given Hammer Bro his other forms, or give Dry Bones alts too. Like, they've been seen in costumes before too, so why not them? Give me Cow wearing a farmer's hat or something. So with all of this, Mario Kart World was the best launch title they could think of. Prices aside, it's still a grand time, and I am very certain that DLC will be added later in the year. If they want this game to last until the next Mario Kart in a couple years, they have to add way more tracks, characters, and modes. Mario Kart World gets a 9.8 out of 10 for me. What do you guys have to say about World in terms of likes and dislikes? Prices aside, of course.